Hello, Jackson Phillips from the law offices of Jackson Phillips Esquire LLC, here to go over our pricing with you. You can also check our website, and that's pretty unusual because most firms charge different people different amounts. They factor in things such as ability to pay, thereby perhaps hitting the podiatrist with three times the amount that they might hit a waitress. Well, for equal services, we believe in equal pay. So these rates are both equal for everybody and completely unnegotiable because that's how we make them fair. Um, we offer five plans, and some they are very attractive, some more than others. But I want to start with our very best plan, and our very best plan is it's our first plan, and it's called Big Retainer, Bigger Savings. Because giving a big retainer should be everyone's dream. Because when you give a big retainer, you don't lose a dime. You lose a dime from the attorney's hourly wage. And the hourly wage charged, if you give just a $5,000 retainer, is only going to be $50. $50 for the entire case, the entire matter. Um, National average for the type of law we do is well over 200. That speaks for itself. If you don't have quite that much extra money on hand, although most people can probably get it with a loan or borrowing, or I mean, in order to save, it's worth it. But if you can't get that much, our second plan is called the Junior Value Deal. Plan number two. With that one, you only have to give a $3,000 retainer. Nothing more, just a $3,000 retainer, and the entire case will be billed at $75 an hour. As you all know, you get back any part of the retainer that is not used. However, the retainers are also mandatory refreshing. So if your 5,000 retainer goes down to zero, you will be required to put more in for that attorney to continue to work on your case. The idea is we try not to work hours that we know we aren't going to be paid for. That's how we can keep your costs down. When the uncertainty comes to us, the prices go up for you, and that's how it has to be. The third plan, it's called the Penny Wise, Pound Foolish plan. Well, the retainer is just $1,000. I don't know many people who can't come up with $1,000 that they might get some of it back in a pinch in order to keep fees down. So they have a $1,000 retainer, and the case is billed out at $100 per hour, which is less than half of the national average for firms of this type. Moving along, the fourth one is pay-as-you-go plan. And that's simple. It's for people who don't like retainers. They don't want to put up big sums up front. They just want to have their attorney do work for them, and then, they want to pay for that work. Simple. Well, it is simple, but you'll be charged $150 an hour across the board, just period, from beginning to end. And you'll be required to pay it on a relatively frequent basis. And then finally, there's Destination Desperation, plan number 5. This is for indigents, people with very little access to economic resources, and it's a vicious plan if you don't use it right. What does it do? It enables you to not have to pay a dime for 6 months after the case finishes. So the last day in court, you've got 6 months. You don't have to pay anything. You can save to pay off. You're being billed at $200 an hour during the actual duration of the plan, which is just about the national average. And so you will also be required to give a lien on your personal property or your realty even if you want to opt into this plan, because again, for us it's risky. It's very risky to give people with low income 6 months to pay it back. By then they could have been through bankruptcy twice, so there's a lien involved. So when that 6 months, when it ends and you have to start paying, we give you a credit card that you can't charge on. It's like a payment card, and so whatever that money has come to, the $200 an hour, however many hours, we also put 10% interest on, and we give you a statement each month, and you don't have to pay the whole thing. You can just pay the allotted amount, kind of like a credit card. And it would take you a very long time to pay it all off, so you would want to pay more than that. But we'll let you do that. But if you miss a payment, there is an acceleration clause, meaning we'll take the collateral that you pledged and apply it to the loan balance, which could result in you losing your car or your watch or whatever. And that's why we say it's a difficult plan. It can be vicious, it can be brutal if you don't use it right. It's only designed for somebody who sees a path to at least being able to cover these minimum payments for a while. It has the benefit of giving that 6 months and of giving you a lawyer when you need one most. But again, so those are our plans. They are non-negotiable. They don't change for anybody, anytime, anywhere, because that's fair. That's why everybody who comes to us knows that even if they think they're getting a poor deal, which they're not, at least they know that their neighbors are not getting a better one. And that's what we stand for. So these are our plans. The best value is obviously the $5,000 retainer and $50 an hour. Worst value is obviously the payment plan. Choice is yours, which one you choose. These are your options, and I guess that's about it. So this video will be played in most consultations while people are trying to decide, how to sign the fee agreement, and maybe some other places as well. But to whoever's listening, I hope you understand everything. I hope everything is clear, and I hope you're having a good day.